街上暴力，一下打死。我哋做24小時，慢慢咁啊死。
喺街頭俾人哋暴力咁樣就睇到喎，咁我咁痛啊，冇人睇到我喎，只係有我講出嚟先，人哋先知嘅喎。
我叫做陳麗儀，響88年就嚟到美國，就響醫廠做工，做咗有10多年。
醫廠係冇24小時嘅。
到2000年呢，醫廠呢就走下坡啦，即係冇工做啦。就後尾轉行去華策會做護理咯。婆婆飲水好唔好啊？飲啖水先啦，好唔好？日間嘅工作呢，就幫佢清潔衞生啦，煮早餐佢食啦，同佢去個 park 嗰度啊，有時又同佢教會啊，定時定候又同佢去醫生。晚黑唔係瞓覺喎，幫佢呢翻身換位置啊、小便啊，有時甚至冇晚黑話想食嘢，我哋要餵佢㗎。有時又睇佢呼吸點樣啊，有時佢又要逐啊，又哮喘啊咁。你嘅職責係做工嘅，你邊度敢瞓㗎？5日有時4日，連續24小時。做咗咁多年嘅護理呢，對我女呢關心都係少咗好多。我啲仔同我哋溝通都少咗㗎啦。如果我唔係咁樣做24小時呢，我返到去屋企啊，溫溫暖暖一齊食飯，變咗我去咗人哋屋企住，變咗好似隔膜咗嘅屋企啲家庭嘅人啦。日夜做24小時啦，冇得休息啦，即係做到我周身都骨痛㗎，腦神經都係壞嘅，變咗我返到屋企又休息，晚黑都瞓唔到覺嘅，甚至有時返到屋企都以為係個病人屋企，好似有啲咩聲音，外界啲聲音，以為係病人嗌我哋起床啊，我哋話嚟啦咁啊。冇得保障嘅睡眠，梗係當然係唔好啦。就算幾多錢俾你，都唔得到幸福啦。身體最重要㗎嘛。婆婆，同你廁所好唔好啊？冇幾耐，可能又有人跟住護理返我嘅，咁我都硬住頭皮上咯。咁冇辦法啦，為家庭嘅生活。
可唔可以拒絕去做呢啲24小時工作日咧？
如果你唔做24小時，佢唔排工你噶嘛，唔排工你，咁我哋咪屬於冷凍咯。佢唔會俾你領失業噶喎，所以呢個好大問題噶喎。
冇工俾我做，我點生活呀？我又冇醫療，咁到美國冇醫療就好慘啦嘛，咁咪逼住就做咯。
attendant 位呢負責人呢，佢話翻嚟都24小時，冇5個鐘頭瞓覺，好似憲標去公司要填補協講，嗰度搞。話測會嗰個護士長嗌人呢，就即刻可能人哋憲標嘅咯，佢就話我勒索欺詐政府咯，告我拖金我咯，大佢咯，護士長佢話我咯，日以後冇憲力都冇得開啊！將上嚟家訪度，我咪人哋嘅堆理生，兩個老講英文講一排，佢堆度話：你啲護理以後你唔使堅持我嘅媽乜都行得都得，乜都自己都得。如果阿媽係有乜事一低，你就阿叫啲先，以後冇堅持佢我，佢嘅堆有個講，護士有個講。
我係左邊癱瘓，所以醫生寫上去佢批俾我係24小時服務，有2個人做，一個做3日，一個做4日。嗰時只係8點鐘咧，我就自己沖涼，沖完涼出嚟一腳立出嚟，一隻腳喺個浴缸裏邊，我企唔穩就想跌，咁我就自己都心裏好驚，我就嗌：快啲嚟幫我跌啦咁。佢聽到又唔應我，又唔出聲，又唔嚟。我整咗好耐啊，喺個浴缸嗰度扶住個浴缸邊，搞咗好耐先出到嚟。我行到佢面前，我問佢：我話你聽唔聽到我叫你啊？我叫咗你好耐啊！我話聽到啊！我話聽到，點解你唔嚟幫我啊？佢話我係8點到8點，過咗8點唔係我嘅工。我話你唔係做24小時嘅咩？佢話係啊。但係喺度做24小時喺度瞓又冇錢嘅咁話，我覺得咁樣好唔公平。咁我要跌佢都唔嚟啦，咁我要佢24小時喺度做乜呢？咁啊，我個心裏面覺得好困惑。站喺病人嘅立場就係咧，你派得24小時俾人，點解叫佢唔好服務呢樣係好唔啱嘅？即係攞嚟呃病人嚇，病人如果跌親跌斷骨，你話就會好安心啊？係咪？
嗰日啲天氣好鬼熱啦嘛，成100度啊！雖然太婆婆屋企有個冷氣，佢都唔捨得開，咁咪開個風扇係咁吹。嗰日咁我做太多工咯，太攰，太熱得滯。熱到暈暈地啦，婆婆去瞓，咁咪我咪沖涼成9點幾，咁樣沖完涼咪係咁搭咗落張凳，咪係咁整斷咗條筋咯。個個都係閂住門嘅，去邊度嗌人哋咩咧？咁你臨時去請假去睇醫生，又請唔到，輔導員吳小姐鬧4年，咁咪自己咪日都係做咯，做埋嗰2日咧先至休息先去睇醫生咯。呢個24小時無形嘅暴力啊，喺街又打咗你，有人睇到啊！你好似我哋咁做傷咗，邊個知道我隻手唔帶得起啊？咁痛啊！
I haven't heard of any shifts like that being assigned around here. I have 1 day a week right now, and it's actually, well, it's a night shift, so it's 11 at night to 7 in the morning.
Some may have like partial, like part-time care where it's like, usually mine would be like 4 to 6 to 8 hours.
Then I've worked doubles where I've worked from 11 at night to 3 in the afternoon. because sometimes it's tough to get hours, so you have to kind of take it what you can get. And, you know, by the time it's 3 in the afternoon, you know, your head's spinning, you know, you're seeing stuff out of the corner, because if you don't get proper sleep, you know, you start to, it makes you a little crazy, you know.
In Buffalo, basically everyone I have talked to who works home care has always told me that they get paid for the nighttime shifts, and that often it's 8-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts, but that it's never 24-hour shifts.
我喺華策會做24小時，做咗11年啦，全部都係黐呆嗰啲。
我話我有細路哥要睇，我唔想做24小時。吳小姐講：咁你又冇工做㗎啦。
24小時對住我陪咗佢10幾年。我真係老實講，我對我阿媽同我老公嗰啲都冇咁樣，都冇話成日都陪住我媽、我老公嗰啲。
冇得瞓嗰陣時咧，頭又痛，做嗰啲24小時嗰啲咧，佢都係有時佢唔行得咧，我哋成日拉到嗰啲手咧。
揾得佢唔嘈你嗰啲咧，你都要睇下佢，都要幫佢換片啦，最少都2次3次啦，睇下佢嗰啲真係難嘅話，你唔可以話你翻身，佢嗰啲工作
華人機構佢點樣蝦我哋華人婦女咧？
嗰啲佢唔足得嘛，咁好難，
就係諗住容易蝦啫，諗住我哋唔識講英文，唔會投訴，唔會成，係咪？所以佢咪嚟蝦我哋咯。
In Chinatown, a young woman returning home from a night out, followed by a man who forced his way into her apartment and stabbed her to death.
A 67-year-old Asian woman followed into her building in Yonkers and then beaten relentlessly.
An Asian woman was pushed to her death in front of a train by a suspect who the NYPD says was... We want justice! We want justice! Stop HIA! Stop HIA! Stand up, speak up! Stand up, speak up!
We've seen so many stories of people, mostly elderly Asian Americans, being shoved violently from the back, sending them to the hospital.
These women reminded me of my own mom. These women reminded me of myself. This is how we humanize them, right? We saw their faces for the first time in the media today.
When we see this kind of hate, it is each and every one of our responsibility to stand up and do something about it.
I want all of you to go home, call your legislators, call the people who are in office.
No more hate!
You're loved. That's it.
The Chinese Planning Council, we will have President Wayne Ho.
I'm Wayne Ho, and I'm the president and CEO of the Chinese American Planning Council. We are the largest Asian American social services nonprofit in the country.
Our live appeal, folks, is going to go towards supporting CPC's efforts to combat violence and bias against the Asian American community.
We ourselves are employers. We ourselves are an economic engine.
Every dollar is making a huge difference tonight. Give anonymously, give with your name, give wherever, just give. Uplift the lives of the Chinese American immigrants and low-income communities.
20% of all jobs actually come through the nonprofit sector in New York.
Thank you for everything that the Chinese American Planning Council does.
We have about 5,000 staff.
For this community, it's for a whole city.
My essential workers were still out in the community serving the most vulnerable.
Hashtag Stop Asian Hate. Isn't that wonderful?
Promote the social and economic empowerment
$3,000
of Asian American immigrants.
$5,000.
Low-income community.
$10,000. Here's our grand total raise so far this evening: $483,076.
There isn't enough money in the industry to pay back every dollar of what everybody is owed for missing meal breaks and rest breaks. And if the employers were pushed to pay back every penny, they would all go out of business.
All of us must stand together and denounce any hate. My organization, throughout the pandemic, has been providing essential services to the most vulnerable. Is it fair for those who are essential workers to be harassed right now? No. Is it fair for any New Yorker to face hate? No. No Asian hate! No Asian hate! No Asian hate!
No Asian hate! No Asian hate!
Thank you.
I'm a member of Youth Against Sweatshop.
I'm a member of Youth Against Sweatshops. Here in New York, there's a home care agency called the Chinese American Planning Council that has been forcing their Chinese women of color staff to take 24-hour shifts in their patients' homes,
causing physical and mental damage.
Doing this work, they do not get to sleep at night, damaging their health and relationships with their family.
I want to know if the assembly member felt that this is violence.
Violence against women of color. Violence against women of color.
I'm not here to I can't answer anything like that.
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to you for that.
So you're not able to take a stand on whether 24-hour shifts is violence against women of color? This is a very simple issue.
No, we don't know if that is the case. One person is actually saying that. We will have to investigate and see that that is the case before we can say yes or no.
The sort of thing that our district office would typically handle.
Well, actually, we just called the district office earlier.
The senator really doesn't have a comment at the moment about that issue. I don't have a response for you right at this moment.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
We just need to figure out how we're going to handle it. It's an ongoing process for her. Push more internally with CPC directly.
I can't give you a clear answer to your posed question there. Obviously, we're monitoring this issue. This is something that is a concern of a number of our constituents and many of the community-based organizations and other partners throughout the AAPI community and others.
What we have right now, which is frankly a personal relationship, it's a work in progress. We're working on it. We're just trying to figure out how to navigate these specific dynamics. Bye-bye.
個病人屋企啲家人亦喺嗰度過個夜，都知道我哋好難。佢屋企就要求上訴，後尾經過政府嘅嚟調查，保險公司派一個人嚟，由晚黑9點至大日7點調查嘅，3日連續。咁後尾過咗10零日咧，就批准咗佢2班制。你一日話搬20幾次，而家12個鐘。搬少一半，咁你隻手就冇咁殘啦嘛，係咪？24小時2班制，的確係好咗好多噶，對我哋嘅精神都好咗好多噶，對病人嘅服務亦好好多噶。咁啊，而家陪下老公啦，陪下啲仔女啦，孫啊咁樣咯。咁啊，大家都比較開心啲咯。同啲工友啊一齊關於24小時嘅，有時傾下偈啊，坐下大家分享下。佢話會唔會報復我哋，唔俾工我哋做啊？我哋唔怕。雖然而家我唔係做24小時1班制。但係我唔想繼續俾下邊啲新移民啊繼續咁做到殘晒，變咗病人。所以我要積極，我哋積極咗7年去爭取㗎啦，帶領啲華策會，還有其他公司都一齊爭取。
It would be a form of torture against anybody. I have no doubt that the Assemblywoman would not support this.
Regardless of party, someone is not in favor of that kind of working condition.
Yes, he definitely is against any sort of forced overtime.
It's mind-boggling that this kind of thing still exists, in this day and age.
CPC has broken many laws, state and federal regulations. To obliterate the legal rights of workers, and simply put, just crush all means of redress to obstruct and delay justice for CPC home care workers. They're not only allied, but keep on retainer Hogan Lovells, a law firm that has worked with among the worst fossil fuel companies. This is the law firm that CPC has used against its own workers in both state and federal court. CPC is allied with Gotham Properties, one of the major real estate developers in New York City, financially planning for tens of millions of dollars to build a new property. Expand their assets, expanding their portfolio, instead of attempting to redress the grievances that they have caused and continue to cause for all these years. CPC, along with 40 other home care agencies under 1199 SCIU, which have been complicit in the plight of the workers here, where they successfully preempted all of the workers' grievances, not just at CPC, but tens of thousands of home care workers in the New York City home care industry, all in the name of what people at CPC or the union or the courts might call industry stability. What CPC is telling us here is that workers don't matter. As long as the system keeps running, it's been a refrain we've been hearing time and time again. Not this pandemic, doesn't matter how many workers die or forever injured. All that matters is the system and the economy keeps running at the cost of everything else. Nonprofits like CPC will cynically attempt to capitalize on the trendiness of all of these great social movements invoking radical branding.
We must build a robust long-term care system.
They managed to capture a lot of the progressive establishment as well as the legislature. This is all performance.
長期以嚟，我為了生計，我同許多24小時工友一樣，疲勞、睡眠不足、精神衰弱。
If progressive nonprofits treat women of color with abuse and dehumanization, and we choose to look the other way and not think CPC is responsible for all this, then we just have to admit to ourselves, this is who we are. This is the true nature of our society.
I'm so sorry for the workers who are standing here with us and the thousands of other workers who couldn't be here with us.
We're gonna make sure that CPC is held accountable.
Nonprofit that have a minimum wage staff should not be continuing to receive public benefit dollars, period.
CPC, Matthew.
Hi, may I speak with Wing Ho?
Sure, I can transfer the call right now.
Okay, thank you.
Justice takes a long time, too long, especially for home care workers.
How do you think you find it? One of the things that is just funding because reimbursement. So I did write that letter again. I've been writing that letter since 2017.
I've been working non-stop. I can't take it anymore. I'm collapsing on the floor. I can't take it anymore. There's no time to be silent. Can't you see it's racist violence? We ain't taking it anymore. This is why we have to fight. Home attendants on the fight, home attendants organized. No más 24 horas. Cuidadoras a luchar hoy por nuestra dignidad. No más 24 horas.
These home attendants built the campaign. They sued their employers, picketed outside of their union, called on the governor to stop it. And finally, we are here in front of City Hall, ready to pass legislation to do just that.
I can't take this anymore.